Welcome back, everyone. It is Saturday, August 31st in the MLB. 4 picks on the way. Let's go 4-0 today. Let's first recap yesterday. It's Austin joined by Logan. 3-1 day. Hey, we'll take that any day of the week. Pretty sweat-free. Padres' first 5 team total. That ended up being a first inning line. They scored 10 in the first 5. Guardians absolutely poured it on yesterday, too. A parlay of the day. Cashed pretty sweat-free. Our only loser was Kansas City and Houston, both to score 2 in the first 7. I mean, the Royals were getting no hit. They did end up scoring 2 in the game. But, hey, we'll take a 3-1 day. We're not going to complain about that. Let's dive into the picks. I know people aren't going to be betting a ton of MLB today, which is why it's important that we deliver 4 winners for y'all, because I know people are going to be locked in on college football. And if you want to know our favorite picks, go check out the video we posted yesterday. We talked about 4 of the biggest games on the slate, and then we each gave out our 3 favorite picks of the weekend, plus a prop that we love. So if you're maybe only on like an Underdog fantasy or PrizePicks or things like that, you can tail those props, and we're giving away some money. Those props go 2-0. So I will link the video at the top of the description and at the end of this video. Go check it out. Go see what we like for the college football Saturday slate. I know Logan and I are amped up for it, but let's dive into the picks. I do want to make one last note. DraftKings is a really good offer valid for the next few weeks, and it gives you $250 in bonus bets plus NFL Plus, which includes RedZone, for a full month. Hey, pretty cool offer. Sign up, top link in description. You bet $5, you get those $250 in bonus bets plus NFL Plus. Take advantage of that. All the details down below. But you guys came for some MLB picks. Let's dive into them. And I'm going to let Logan lead things off. He has one that I imagine everyone's going to love on the comment section. Logan, where are you going?
Yeah, controversial Logan picks have a great record historically, so hopefully this one is slightly controversial. I like the Cubs and Nationals first 5 under 5, minus 120 odds on Bet365 is your best value there. If you're like, Logan, I only have 4.5 on my book, sure, I would take that. The next best odds on that, you can get plus value at DraftKings, plus 110 on the 4.5. I just like the 5 because there is push potential on it. If I had $1 for every time I was betting in the first 5 innings and they land exactly on 5, I'd be able to retire and not even need to gamble anymore. But I really do like the first 5 under in this one. I think we see a lower scoring game. Yesterday, 10 of the 13 total runs scored last night came in the first 5 innings. The Cubs contributed 7 of that. I just see a lower scoring game in the first 5. I normally have success in baseball seasons, when I look at a game that was high scoring, a lot of high scoring early runs, and then the next game, if you just take the first 5 under, it's actually a weird system. You just take the first 5 under, normally it's a lower scoring game. They don't always produce in the first 5 innings, but I'm not blindly doing that. I'm looking at these starting pitchers, and I'm seeing that the Cubs haven't seen a true lefty starter since August 13th with Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd had a solid start in that one. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Now, why are we talking about lefties? Because they face a lefty in DJ Urs today for the Nationals. DJ Urs starts for the Nationals, 3.84 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. Urs has been great for the Nats in August, not allowing more than 2 earned runs in any of his 5 starts this month. He's coming off a 5 innings pitched shutout of the Braves in Atlanta. Now, DJ Urs is strong against righties. He's got the reverse split lefty-righty. He's strong against righties, which the Cubs will have several right-handed bats in there. If I'm going to back a pitcher against the Cubs, they have to be solid against righties, because those are the guys that can really do damage. Against righties, he's only allowing a 225 batting average versus lefties 262. So he does have the reverse splits with the lefty-righty matchup. I don't mind that at all today, especially against this Cubs lineup. And the fact that if we're looking at the Cubs like full game price and first 5 price, the fact that the Cubs are barely above minus 125 or minus 120-ish, minus 125-ish on the first 5 money line is telling me a lot of how I think the books are pricing this game. And that's that DJ Urs pitch as well. Again, they're not massive favorites in this one. Even full game, they're only like in the minus 130s. So again, if Cubs money line is free and DJ Urs hosts batting practice, I read this game wrong, but I still think he has a really solid start in this one. And then on the other side, it's Javier Assad starting for the Cubs, 3.15 ERA, 1.34 WHIP. Javier Assad has been one of my guys this year. He's been one of the guys I back, and he's come through in under situations. He's in good form right now, only allowing in August more than 2 earned runs in 1 of his 5 August starts, which is pretty solid. 3 of those starts, he only allowed 1 earned run. Javier Assad has been really good. He goes out there and just gets the job done. Why is he getting the job done? It's not flashy. It's not a 10 or 12 strikeout type game. It's not Paul Skeens outings. With runners in scoring position, Javier Assad challenges himself and challenges those hitters to actually get the timely hit. And so far this year, the hitters have not been able to really crack Assad in that way. Assad's only allowing a 131 batting average with runners in scoring position. And when you really need it, when you got to have the out, 2 outs and runners in scoring position, Javier Assad only allowing a .041 batting average. So he's been really, really solid. Knock on wood. Hopefully he can continue that today with runners in scoring position. That's really what these bets come down to. All season long, Austin and I have been hammering that into your heads. If you're good with runners in scoring position, you score a lot of runs, you're bad. Hopefully the hits are not there, and hopefully Assad gets out of that. The Nats have been good against righties recently, but Javier Assad limits sharp contact and is great with runners in scoring position. I think he holds it down. Both starting pitchers do their jobs today. Keep this first 5 under. I don't trust either of the bullpens. I don't trust them at all, which is why I'm not on the full game under. I like both these starters, though. Give me the first 5 under as my first bet of the day. But Austin, where are you going for yours?
I do want to note a system play. If that pick does not hit, just hammer the full game under. It will go under. If there's like 7 runs in the first 5, guarantee you a full game will soar under. That's how all of our first 5 unders that lose always work. Logan knows that. My favorite pick of the day is actually going to go to back where we were yesterday. I'm taking the Padres once again. First 5 team total over 1.5 minus 130 on DraftKings. Do I think they scored 10 runs today like they did against Taj Bradley and company yesterday? Probably not. But if you're giving me a 1.5 playable line that's not like minus 180 or I'm going to take it. I like these first 5 team totals at the 1.5 line. I think we got a good shot here going up against Shane Baz, who is scheduled to start for the Rays. Now, Shane this season, a 3.48 ERA and a 1.32 whip. It's been all right. He has allowed 2 earned runs in 6 of his last 6 of 8 starts this season. It's coming off a pretty solid start, but Baz 4.24 expected ERA. He's 2nd in chase percentage, 15th in hard hit percentage. He's also 5th in average exit velocity of the ball off the bat. So, look, he's giving up a lot of hard contact. He also is 32nd in walk percentage, so he walks some guys here and there. Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep trusting a Padres team that's been so good against right-handed pitching. Baz has decent numbers against lefties. I mean, this season, only a 213 batting average allowed against lefties, so that is solid. I'll give him credit there. That's pretty solid, 213, but on the flip side, the walks have been there a ton versus lefties. He's allowing a near 13% walk rate to lefties. The on-base percentage, 314. We know the Padres have a bunch of lefties to throw in that lineup. They didn't play Luis Arraez yesterday, but he'll obviously be in there. We talked about this in August. Padres, 3rd in batting average, 5th in OPS, 3rd in WRC+, and 15th, so middle of the pack in walk percentage versus right-hand pitching. Look, they get on base, and that's all we can ask for. Logan talked about getting those timely hits. We hope there's no timely hits in Washington, D.C. today. We hope there's plenty of timely hits in this Padres game. Baz is the guy that throws 48% four-seam fastball, and everyone in this lineup besides Jake Cronenworth has a positive run value versus the four-seamer, and Jake Cronenworth is like -1 with like a 270 expected batting average. I mean, think about the guys with very high run values against the four-seamer. Manny, Xander Bogaerts, Profar. Look, I am willing to run back the Padres. I really just think we've seen them all season long. They just get those hits when they need them. Been really good against righties. And unlike Assad, Baz, runners in scoring position, bro doesn't know how to pitch. 300 batting average with runners in scoring position, and it improves to 313 with 2 outs. That's where this bet's going to come down to. Can the Padres get those timely hits? And against Baz, it's shown that you can get them. So I'll trust the Padres once again. Give me their first 5 team total over 1.5 is one of my favorite picks of the day. But Logan, you got another pick, and I really dig your jersey that you're rocking today. Who are you backing?
Yeah, I mean, it's only right when I back this guy that I have to wear his jersey. It summons his magic powers. Trea Turner. Over 1.5 total bases, plus 105 odds on BetMGM is your best value. Now, I don't wake up every day and bet Trea anymore. I mean, he's been great for us when we do back him. He's hitless in back-to-back home games. I saw what I needed to see. Got to be on Trea Turner today. This is a system play. What are the odds, first of all, that he goes three straight home games without a hit? It's time he gets back on track today, and I like his matchup a lot against Max Fried. Last time we backed Trea against Max Fried, he did let us down. Unfortunately, he went 0 for 2 with a sac fly in there. The fact that, that wasn't a very high scoring game didn't benefit us at all. But I still think if we're looking at Trea, he made good contact last night, which is what we want to see. Austin gave me some great little nuggets of how hard his baseballs were hit last night. 97.8 off the bat, 90.4 off the bat, 99 mile per hour off the bat. Those are hard hit balls. They just weren't falling where they needed to fall for those extra base hits. I think Trea that definitely gets those extra base hits today. I mentioned before the last time when we backed Max Fried, Trea Turner is really, really good against Max Fried. He sees him well against Fried. Turner, 17 for 45 lifetime, hitting 378. Those are great splits. 6 of those 17 hits are for extra bases. I really think we're going to see a hard hit extra base hit today from Trea against Max Fried. Could it be a homer? That would be cool. But all it needs to be is a double down the line or a double through the gap. He knows exactly how to do that. He's fast, which we love to see in there. Trea also hitting 390 against lefties at home this season. This is a great get right spot for him. Again, he's crushed lefties at Citizens Bank Park. I would be a fool for not thinking he could be able to do that for us today. He's 56th percentile in hard hit percentage, 61st percentile in squared up percentage, which is something I didn't really look at until I was looking at the StatCast numbers. And I'm like, So he's squaring up, the baseball. We like to see that. 11th percentile in walk percentage. You like Trea for bases, again, because he doesn't really take walks. Walks do you no good. They do not count as a base, which they did, but they don't. I really think Trea is in line for, a great over 1.5 bases today. He's fast at beating infield singles. I mentioned 95th percentile in sprint speed. So again, can he stretch a single into a double? He's done it plenty of times. I think he once again does it for us today. Give me the plus value on Trea's bases. He's a COS Hall of Famer for a reason. I think he gets the job done today. But Austin, wrap up the video. Where are you going?
Yeah, unlike, normally during the week, Monday through Fridays, we have a parlay of the day on Odds Checker. We don't have one, obviously, because it is not a Monday through Friday, but we're bringing them in. We got one in here this video that I feel like could have easily been our parlay of the day if we wanted it to. It'll be on DraftKings or BetMGM. We'll talk about it in a second. And let's just dive into the 2 legs. We've hit 5 of our last 6 parlays, so obviously been something that's pretty good to our bankroll. Here we go, 2 legs. The first one, Cardinals and Yankees both to score 2 runs in the first 7 innings. And you're going to parlay that with the Angels team total under 4.5 plus 116 on BetMGM. Now, this is also plus 113 on DraftKings. If you're a FanDuel bettor, I also don't have this both 2+ runs in the first 7. You can stretch it out to the full 9 innings. You obviously can just same game parlay those 2 lines. I probably would take the Yankees over 2.5 runs. I am pretty confident they put up 3 today against Kyle Gibson, but I like both of these 2 teams. I honestly almost made them both to score 2 in the first 5 a regular bet, but I like these two legs. And we'll dive into each of them right now. Let's start with the Yankee game, which is an early start. So make sure you lock it in. I think it's a 105 start. Don't quote me on that. You look at Will Warren, who will start for the Yankees. 9.68 ERA and a 1.81 whip. I've not been too kind to Will Warren, and he really hasn't been too kind to be back in the Yankees when he starts. 4, 8, 2, and 5 earned runs. Look, he just hasn't been great. Let's be honest. The last 14 days, St. Louis, 3rd in batting average with the 4th lowest K percentage versus right-handed pitching. Warren can get those strikeouts here and there. He'll probably get 4 or 5 or maybe 6 today. But look, when he's not getting the strikeouts, it's a lot of hard contact. He is 1st percentile in hard hit percentage and bottom 10 in barrel percentage as well. Giving up a lot of hard contact in Yankee Stadium. Not a recipe for success. I'm confident they can get 2 off of him. If they don't get it off him, they could maybe do it against the Yankees bullpen arm. On the flip side, we need 2 runs off Kyle Gibson from the Yankees. 2 earned runs in 10 of his last 11. We've talked about the Yankees. They are 2nd in WRC plus versus righties in August. Look, this is a guy in Gibson has a walks line at 2.5, and it's juiced to the over. He's going to give the Yankees some free base runners today. Comes out of Canada to get those timely hits at Yankee Stadium with a right-hander on the mound. I will take my chances with them getting us 2 through the first 7 innings against them. Now on the last leg, we're going to have those 2 early. Let's hope that's a sweat-free winner. We're going to have to wait till late night as we have the Angels and hosting the Mariners. And I'm taking their team total under 4.5. Now Brian Wu is scheduled to go for the Mariners. 2.05 ERA and a 0.81 whip. Look, the guy's been insane. In August, a 1.59 ERA. He has faced the Angels twice this year. He went 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. The other one was 3 1/3, 4 earned runs. The 4 was his first return back from injury. So I'll cut him a little bit of a break. The Angels actually didn't hit that team total until the 10th inning when they scored 2. Look, the 16 starts this year, only 2 teams have scored more than 5 runs, 5 or more against Brian Wu in the Mariners bullpen. Wu has an earned runs line at 1.5. I actually almost considered his over 18.5 outs, which is about plus 150. I don't think that's a bad look at all. He's just been really good at limiting the damage, limiting base runners. And look, I don't trust the Angels at all. The last 14 days, they are bottom in almost every single metric against righties. Sure, they got to George Kirby yesterday, but who isn't getting to George Kirby right now? I think Brian Wu, a guy that just is a master of location. He can pitch really well here and give us a good start to this under 4.5 team total. And then the Mariners bullpen, which has been pretty much a top 10 unit all year long, had a little bit of a fluster in the beginning of August, but have been pretty good the last 2 weeks. So I really like the Angels team total under 4.5. The regular line is a juiced under 3.5. So I think we've got some good value here, plus 116 on this parlay at BetMGM. I really think we had a good chance at cashing that one. So to recap our full card, we have Logan's 2 picks. He has the Cubs and Nats under 5, first 5. Trea Turner over in bases. Then my favorite picks, we have that obviously the first 5 team total for the Padres at 1.5. And then we have that parlay, both the Yankees and Cardinals to score 2 in the first 7. And then parlayed with Angels late night team total under 4.5. Those are our 4 favorite picks today. Hopefully we can have another 3-in-1 day or 4-0 day. That would be awesome. We'll see if we have a video tomorrow for Sunday. We'll see how these picks do. And if you want to go check out our college football video, I will link it right now on the screen. It'll be right here. What are you waiting for? Go click it. Go check it out. Go see what our favorite picks are this weekend and enjoy us talking and chatting about some college football. It's good that it's back. NFL starts next weekend. It's a good day to be alive. We'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more. Peace.